Hey. I'm Danny the Teach, and this is Beauty Manifest. I feel like my hair looks kind of crazy, but it's actually not that crazy. It's just a braid. Anyways, let's talk season of singleness. And this is an advice video, and not me giving you advice, me seeking advice. Listen, so we're in our season of singleness, right? We're having a blast, we're dating, we're being courted, we're being spoiled until God delivers our knight in shining armor, right? And we're having a blast. So this is what I've learned. 1, keep your legs closed. 2, never be desperate, right? And then the men will come around, and sometimes they'll fall off, and sometimes they'll come back, and like, this is just a cycle of life, right? Most men do not approach you thinking like, this is my wife, I'm gonna marry her, and I'm willing to wait to sleep with her until marriage. Excuse me. That's not what's on their mind. I don't think, even if he does, like, oh my god, this looks like my wife, I still don't think he's thinking like, okay, I would wait until marriage. Like, that's not really his desired outcome. And then so once a man has been dating you for a little while, he is going to, if he's not serious about you, who knows how long he might last. Honestly, I'm convinced, I don't know for sure because I didn't ask the guys, but I've had some guys, a lot of guys actually ghost me after the first date. My interpretation of this is that we go on that first date, our values are not all the way aligned, and I can tell too, and then they ghost me afterwards. And I feel like it's because they know they're not going to sleep with me quickly, and so they're like, this is a waste of time. Like, there's no reason to pursue this. This woman isn't my wife. Like, our values are not aligned, which I found out on the first date, and she's not going to sleep with me quickly, so there's no need to entertain her, there's no need to do anything. And so they just will ghost, which is fine. Like, I don't need them to tell me any explanations. That's it. Okay, so there's those guys. And then there's other guys who like I feel like they like the game anymore. They're a little bit more persistent. We have a little bit more chemistry, things like that. And so they'll stick around for a while. They will play their hand, realize I'm still not going to sleep with them after a few months, and then things will kind of like, they'll just kind of deselect themselves somehow. Like, either they'll start putting in like less effort, or like whatever the case is, somehow they deselect. And then those guys, I've been single for a while now, so it's not like I'm in a relationship next time. So they'll come back around. And I notice when they come back around, they always do more than they did the first time. The first time, they might have taken me to a few dinners, paid for a few car repairs, blah, 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 blah. Next time, it's giving shopping sprees, it's giving cash apps, it's giving lunch on me, take one of your girls out, stuff like that. Which is like a level up from like the I'll take you out to dinner phase. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Like, I like that. So I feel that, what do you do with the guys where you know they're not for real? Like, they are not trying to be your husband, and you know that. Either they're not in the right stage, maybe they just don't see you like that, maybe whatever, but they're trying to sleep with you, and so they're trying to like impress you. Maybe a good woman would be like, hey, like, I don't think that we're on the same page, I don't want to take anything from you. And then the level I'm at, which is less than angelic, I'm only human, I'm like, this man is just trying to get sex from me. He's not for real about me. Like, he's trying to waste my time. And honestly, he's trying to see if he can take advantage of me, because what if I did slip up and sleep with him and he never planned to marry me? Like, you know, he's trying to get the one up on me. So, but I technically have the one up because he's thinking he might get to sleep with me, and now he's trying to impress me. And so I feel like it's my right to try to get the most that I can in those few weeks or few months that he's trying to impress me, because I know, because I've dated enough guys now, that he's not really serious and he's not really trying to marry me. he's trying to waste my time, and he's trying to take advantage of me and like catch me slipping. So isn't it my right to allow him to impress me and ask for whatever I want? Like, wouldn't that make sense? Even though I know full well that I'm not going to sleep with him, because it's really his fault that he is only doing these things with the expectation of trying to sleep with me. And like, if I were to say this to my dad would say, don't take anything from him. That's dangerous. Men are dangerous. Like, if he spends enough, he's going to feel like you owe him, and you don't want to be in that situation. And I definitely hear what my dad is saying from a man's perspective. Like, it can be dangerous. You don't know men. Like, you don't know what could happen. But I choose to live in an abundance mindset, and I choose to live at my best life and not live in fear. So I'm just kind of like straddling the fence. I'm like, what do I do with those men? Like, I know he's not serious, but yet he's still coming around. He's still planning dates. He's still sending gifts. Like, do I keep him or do I let him go? So if you see this video, definitely leave me a comment, because I would really like to know, like, what are you guys doing in those situations? Are you doing a quick finesse, get what you can, a little money grab? Or are you just focused on exactly what you want, and if you can tell he's not it, you just cut him off and keep it moving? Let me know. I love you guys. Peace, blessings.